two teams. And the puck kind of sits there. New Trier has come into something of a drought here, having scored more than 100 goals already on the season. Nonetheless, they tied Glenbrook North on Wednesday. Sometimes it happens like this after the first of the year. That's an icing call. After the first of the year, it kind of happens like this sometimes. You get a team that has been playing very well, and they kind of hit a drought. I think that's because a team like New Trier came out like gangbusters, but they're trying to win games rather than work on those things that are wrong with them. Shot, and a goal! Johnny Brown! I think that the important thing for a coach is that you've really got to be conscious of things that you're not doing well, even if your team is winning all their games, because you've got to improve as the season progresses. Flipped into the zone, 1-0 in favor of the Ramblers. Skoglund wraps it around to the near side. Out and cleared out the center ice. Picked up by Andrew Patience. Now Skoglund tried to get it into the zone, nothing doing. And the Trevians take it back. Jeff Parker puts it to the far side. Trevians put it into the zone, wrapped to the near side. There's a shot, kicked, save, out to the high slot. Brought in, shot, save, and held on by Schilling. Johnny Brown with the goal for the Ramblers, making it 1-0. Full house on hand here at Wilmette today for this game. Puck popped out of there. Flip back into the zone. Back behind the net. Frequently happens, even the best teams kind of hit a clinker this time of year. Ramblers centering attempt, didn't quite work, picked away. Now cleared out ahead. Into the zone. Schragle. Now Trevians have it. On the near side. Out. Skoglund got bumped down. And the Ramblers clear it. Jeff Parker has it for the New Trier. Jeff Parker up ahead. Into the zone comes Johnny Wilson. He got bumped off. Here's Elliot Johnson with a good snap shot away and the save by Schilling. And the Ramblers get it out to center ice. Flip it ahead. And that's icing. Back behind the goal line. Put to the far side. Kevin Morgan trying to strong arm it ahead. Trevians take it off the boards. There's a shot, the save. Elliot Johnson centers it out to the point. Here's the shot, grabbed out of the air and held on by Brian Schilling. Now, picked up by the Ramblers after Roth overskated it. Frank Harrison tried to get it out of the zone. Now Roth ramps it around to the far side. Vitt got bumped heavily. Puck kind of stands there. Heavy check thrown. Couple of players throwing their weight around over there along the boards. Out to the near side, and the Ramblers clear the length of the ice. They'll wash off the icing. Turn out to be a long shot on goal. Pat Yass fed it ahead, and the Trevians never did get it out of the zone. Yes, they did. No, they did. Well, they did in a way. Got it out of the zone and out of the rink. Well, we're set for the face-off. The draw, controlled by Green. They feed it ahead, and Gold flips it back into the zone. Andrew Patience off the boards. Bouncing around a little bit. Put over here to the near side. Wesley tried to keep it in zone. Trevian's busted away. Into the Rambler end. Right through the slot to the far side. Heaton tried to get it out of the zone. Nothing doing. Now Lake. Lutz. Shot that ran into traffic by Wolick. And out at center ice now. Trevian's again flipping back into the Ramblers' end. Schilling leaves it there for Wesley. Matt Wesley, and then the Trevian's got, I don't know who that player was. It came a little too close to the goalie and paid for it. Near side. Trevian's bring her back into the zone. Parker now centered. Johnson right through the slot. Near side and back behind the goal. Centered through the slot over to the far side. The big blaster. And the save. And again cleared out to center ice. Taken by Chula. Joey Chula off the glass. New Trier student contingent down there on the far side and headed that way. A mad chase on for the puck. That's that New Trier student group down there. There's a shot right off the face-off and held on. That's the Loyola contingent to our right. Andy Vitt, no, he's going to be chased. And Parker Millard going to come in to do the honors. Millard won the draw. Ramblers come up with the puck. Johnny Brown flips it into the zone. Heitman left it there, nearly gave it away. Pope put it to the near side. Now centered, nobody there for the Ramblers. Not a very good job of positioning on their part. Savino puts it back into the zone. Trevians knock it down and cleared out the center ice to the near side. Vitt will dance around a little bit with it. Now flip back deep into the zone, back behind the goal line. Chula to the far side. Guido Pesarossi got bumped hard. Now taken by Vitt. Vitt into the zone, looked for the man on the wing, wasn't there. Near side. And Vitt gets creamed by Guido. And I think Guido Pesarossi going to get the penalty here. Or Harrison make it, Frank Harrison. Frank Harrison, the penalty. Over to the far side. Out to the high slot. To the near point. The near wing. Far. Took too long. Oh my, puck was open on the near side with the net. And unable to connect. Deflection attempt by Johnson didn't quite work. Elliot Johnson has it in the corner. Elliot Johnson looking. Morgan standing there, but doesn't have a stick down on the ice and wasn't ready for the puck. Out to the high slot. Near side. Shot. Save! And held on. Did squirt in, but after the whistle. And Schilling with the save. And the face-off coming up. Here's a shot, the save, the back door. And that just blasted wide. Out to the point. The big cranker and held on. And some more pushing and shoving. There'll be a lot of that after the play, particularly when you're playing before all your classmates. These teams can meet 3 more times and probably will, all things considered, trying to freeze the puck along the boards. They'll meet at least 2 more times. Or I take that back, at least 1 more time. Heavy check. Puck squirts to the side of the net. Held on by Brian Schilling. Yeah, see, they'll meet once more in the divisional playoffs in February. They could double back and meet again for the Scholastic Cup like they did last year, and meet again doubling back for the state championship or somewhere in state as they did last year. This is the third meeting so far this year. Into the slot it goes. Look to the far side. Now back behind the play. A little mauling. Near side. Lutz and Savino. And the puck kind of popping around a little bit. Can't freeze it, not allowed to. Now Millard with the shot to save. The rebound popped free. The minor over. Millard with the big blaster to save. Or Patience, I guess that was. On the near side. Now Millard. Near in the zone. Bit to Millard. Millard didn't have anywhere to go with it. Now from point, the shot, and held on by Schilling. Face-off. The draw out to the point. Trevian's ramming around back behind the goal line. Puck gets out to the point, and they scrum along the boards. Down the man goes. Puck on underneath, and Chris Ho gets a whistle and a stoppage of play. New Trier throws the puck, so the face-off went outside the zone. Trevian flipping it back in. Over on that far side. Now picked up, Wolick, Marte, and now the puck stays over there along the boards. Picked up by the Ramblers, near side. Loyola clears out to center ice. Trevian put it in over on the far side. To the near. Off the boards. Look to the far side again. Roth got it into the zone, or Heaton rather. Skoglund puts it back in, over on that far side. Out to center ice. And we're going to play a game of catch for a while between the blue lines, I guess. Now, Trevians get it into the Ramblers' end. Heaton, a little give and go out ahead. Skoglund tried to center it back. Trevians have it. And New Trier comes back the other way. A bouncing puck, grabbed and held on. And the whistle stops play. Draw is Ramblers. Schragle puts it around to the far side. Johnny Brown. And the puck on that board. Brown trying to get a frozen puck. Now kicked it free. Trevians kept it in the zone briefly. Roth with the big cranker, and that goes wide. Andrew Patience around to the far side. Cleared into the slot. The shot. And deflected. Turnaround shot. That was also blocked out front. Now a lot of bouncing around. A lot of bodies go down in front of the New Trier contingent. That brings a rise out of them. Back the other way. There's a shot pulled out of the air by Schilling. There's some of the crowd. As we said, a full house tonight. New Trier and Loyola. Green and gold game. In a way, this game, like the game, the previous two. Oh, the puck is free there now. Schilling hatches it. Actually, these games don't mean anything. They're just the preview for the games that do mean something back up in February during the playoffs. You see, to put it a little more bluntly, these are the games that are sort of your quizzes. If we were to take the school philosophy of this, your practices are your class instruction, games are your quizzes, and the playoffs are your tests of what you have learned and what you can do. There's a shot and a save. Kevin Morgan got it away despite being bothered. Into the slot and popped out of there. Ramblers, third out to center ice. Trevians bring it back into the zone. Ho. Now bouncing around a little bit. And a whistle, and it had cleared the zone, so it was offside. Minute 42 to play here in the first period. And they're going to call that intentional. And bring it all the way back into the Trevians' end. Trier Trevians in first place. Now Ramblers offside. Trier Trevians right now in first place by a single digit. Roth with the big blaster, and Heitman directs it out of the rink. And I see a couple of the basketball players for Trier in that crowd down there. Out ahead, here comes Andy Vitt. Vitt into the zone. Vitt, the sophomore, had his pocket picked. Trying for the centering pass, it didn't quite work. Forsberg put it to the far side. Yes, right through over here to the near side. Cleared back into the zone. Turned out to be a long shot. Pat Yast put it around to the near side. Minute to play here in the period. Cleared ahead. Now into the zone and right back out to the far side. And a whistle for the offside. That far side, put back in offside, and we'll do it all over again. Or was it Trier icing? Trier icing. Marte up ahead, Bobby Wilson. Wilson tried to get around the man. That's that freshman line with Marte and Wilson, Bobby Wilson. There's a shot deflected just a little bit wide. Right in tight, shot save, held on. Finally, and still a lot of pushing and shoving going on. They're still doing it. And we're going to get a penalty for roughing on Andrew Patience, I believe. Yes, Andrew Patience, a minor for roughing on the end of the period here. Faceoff moves outside the blue line. Now the puck is picked up by Roth. Going to try and rag it through the end of the period, maybe get a goal in here, but I don't think railing much more than just try and finish off the period. Ramblers leading this one 1-0, and there's the horn ending the period. At the end of the first period of play, the score is the Trier Trevians 0, Loyola Ramblers Gold Team 1, and the action will continue in just a moment here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Welcome back. Second period underway. Loyola leading 1-0. To the side of the net. And finally held on. Schilling got a glove on it. And the referee, Terry McLaughlin, lost sight of it. Now the face-off, Millard kept it in, back behind the goal line. And Loyola picks it up. Gold with the puck and the lead. Shula wrapped it around to the far side. To the slot, centering attempt that didn't quite work. Cleared to center ice. Charlie Lutz tried to strong arm it into the zone. Back come the Ramblers. The big flanker that ran into traffic. Near side. Shula, no. Down the man goes as he got it out to center ice. Millard. Now back into the Trevian's end. Trevian cleared right back out. Back comes Loyola. Offside on the wing. Heaton put it in. Jeff Parker clears it. Back into the corner. Westlake to the near side. The big flanker in the save. Now the Trevian minor finally over here. They were killing a penalty following the at the end of the period that bled here into the second. Long shot save. Oh, just wide. I think Heitman unwittingly got a piece of that puck to direct it just outside the net to the corner. Now Heitman grabs it and holds on. CJ a little bit down on himself, maybe. Out to the point. Here come the Trevians the other way. Lake dropped it. There's a shot. Oh, bell ringer by Johnson. Schilling didn't know where it was. He was beaten. But Johnson just a shade high with that. Elliott Johnson has it again. Into the zone come the Trevians. Give and go play, and that broke down. Ramblers clear it out to the blue line, out to center ice. Back into the Trevians' end. And now taken by Andrew Patience to the near side. Elliott Johnson, the pass ahead. And Savino. Now the Ramblers bring it into the Trevians' end. There's the shot. That went wide to the near side. Woo! High hit on Shula. Over on the far side, out to the point. The shot, that was deflected by somebody, one of the Trevs out front. Cleared out to the red line. And they battle along there. Now flip it to the corner. Trevians with the puck, flip it back towards the Ramblers' end. Now the chase on in the corner, the centering and the save. Out to the high slot. The big blaster in the save, kick free. Back behind the goal line. Out to the point and cleared out to center ice all the way down. And dribbling back, won't be icing. Andrew Patience off the leg, now near side. Pushing the weight around a little bit. Backhander save. And C.J. Heitman gave up a rebound. Fortunately, it was bouncing and the Ramblers couldn't control it. Goes to the Trier corner. Now a bunch of bumping around over there. Trier with the puck. They clear it ahead. Cherry pick move up ahead for Vitt. Shot. He shot it wide. New Trier getting away some pretty good shots here. They just happen to be a little bit wide. Vargas puts it over here to the near side. Heavy check right in front of the New Trier contingent. Brings a rise out of the Trevian faithful. Right through the slot over here to the near side. Got him standing in the aisles tonight. Vargas around to the far side, out to the point. Held in the zone by Cecil. And cleared out to the high slot. Now the Ramblers take it away. Loyola back the other way. The shot ran into traffic. There's a shot from the left wing. Grabbed and held on by C.J. Heitman. And now a little talking between sophomores. Billy O'Connor and Andy Vitt had a few words there. Back comes the Trevians. Elliott Johnson passed it off. Now Johnson chases it in the corner with Kevin Morgan. Morgan back to Elliott Johnson. Back behind the goal. I had one of the big-time cable networks call me. They asked me to do a story on the top hockey player in the state in high school. And I'll tell you something, I got a tough time trying to decide who I should pass the word on. Actually, it was ESPN to be specific. There's a shot that ran into traffic. O'Connor. Whoops, overskated. Out to center ice. Part of the problem is hockey is truly such a pure team sport that it's very difficult to pick a player, because a player, what makes a great player isn't whether or not they're scoring goals or making assists or anything like that. But I think the question is whether or not they play as a team. Looked like that was offside. Nonetheless, Skoglund got the shot away. So to me, what's a top-notch player isn't the leading scorer in the league or the potential leading scorer in the league. To me, a great player is a player who plays position hockey, does what he's supposed to, and does it well, in the various roles that they have. Jeff Parker, now the big blaster, and that moved high and wide. Vitt and Vargas got it out to the point. Trevian, deflection, just a little wide. Vargas wraps it around to the near side. Sent it for Skoglund, and now dribbles out to center ice. New Trier will regroup. Jeff Parker, and he blew the centering pass ahead. Andrew Patience, near side. People do get in the way on occasion. Oldenburg, Kevin Oldenburg, and he got creamed by Morgan. Oldenburg again over here to the near side. Back behind the net. Again he gets hit. Cleared out to the red line. Dribbles into the Trevian's end. Off the boards. Now Loyola comes up with it off that funny bounce off the boards over here to the near side. Andrew Patience clears it ahead out to the Trevians, fed ahead by Morgan Baker. Lake put it to the far side. Letizia. And now the Ramblers bring it back. Make that Matt Wesley. Cleared to the far side, and now the Trevians back into the zone. Drop pass, nice pass. Shot, save. Nobody coming up the slot. One of the two forwards there should have been in the slot for the rebound. Both of them continue to skate by. Good job in pulling the defense over to that side. But then one of you got to stand there or slide up the slot. There's a shot that ran into traffic. Rebound shot. And held on by Schilling. See, what you really have to do in a situation like that is that when you have that defense pulled to the side and you get the shot, somebody has to go charging down the slot. Because generally speaking, particularly in high school hockey, that rebound goes right up, right through here. A little deflection, a little flick that went a little wide. Now the Ramblers come back the other way. There's a shot that went wide. Near side. Out to the point. And a long shot and a whistle for the frozen puck. Flip to the far side. Now into the zone on the near. Andrew Patience keeps it in the zone. Shot didn't quite make it. Through the traffic, out to the high slot. To the point, rather. Now centering attempt, no. To the side, and Schilling holds on for the whistle. Back behind the goal, out high. Jeff Parker. Savino and Baker. Now Morgan Baker. Cleared. Mad chase on. The shot on the backhand by Schlegel, grabbed and held on. Shot from the face-off and the save by C.J. Heitman. Back into the zone. Heaton, who shot the save to the far side. Loose puck. Trevians get it out to center ice. Tried to split the defense. Nothing doing. The puck squirted to the corner. 2:20 to play here in the second period. On the near side. Now Ramblers put it to the far. Cleared out. And back in the neutral end. Fed ahead by Cecil. Drop pass. Parker. Millard, and he got bumped down. Matt O'Connor. Matt O'Connor to the back door. Shot and save! Oh my, sensational save by C.J. Heitman. Smelling out the backdoor pass. Cleared back down into the zone. That's going to be icing. Skoglund with the big blaster. And the save. And the puck was frozen, and now the Trevians have it. Cleared ahead. Put back Roth. Cleared it down for icing. C.J. Heitman with a couple of real nice saves here. Schilling's had a couple. Right into the slot. Shot saved. Near side. And a little game of loosey-goosey. To the far side. Now flip back into the zone. Picked up by the Trevians. They clear with a minute to play here in the period. Into the zone. They shot the save on the shot by Elliott Johnson and the save by Brian Schilling. Both teams have had a couple of nice opportunities, and the goalies have been up to it. 1-0 favor of the Loyola Ramblers Gold. Now the face-off is out to the point. The shot ran into traffic. Not much on it either. Back into the new Trier end. Along the far boards. Charlie Lutz clears it to center ice. Loyola regroups. The give and go pass didn't quite work. Vargas retreats into his own zone, put to the near side. Cleared to center ice. Trevians try to regroup to the far side. Parker, and then it was stolen away. Parker has it again. It was a delay offside. Now flipped back into Loyola then. Vargas will wrap it around the boards to the far side, out to the point. Held in the zone by Jeff Parker. His long shot through everything. Kind of raised. Now there's a shot and a save by Schilling to the corner. Marte touches it and the period ends. At the end of the second period of play, the score remains the Loyola Ramblers Gold team 1 and the New Trier Trevians Green team 0. We'll be back with the third period in just a moment. Third period gets underway here. Vargas to the near side, bumping around a little bit. The pass ahead, nice. Thread the needle pass to the back door. Didn't quite go. Cleared to the center ice. On the near side. Matt O'Connor dropped past it. Nobody there. Trevians right in front. Shot save. Rebound. Shot save. Third attempt. Shot. Grabbed and held on by Schilling. Full house. Big crowd on hand tonight. Elliott Johnson into the slot. Whistle as the net is dislodged. Stopping the play. There you see down on that far side the New Trier student contingent. Parents sitting in the middle. Elliott Johnson. Roth. Cleared. And that's icing. New Trier has hit a little rough road here, scoring goals. As we have started the second half, and not only the second half, but the month of January. And with that, too, as the precursor here, there are bumps and bruises and rough roads. Sometimes teams do well in a tournament and kind of tire themselves out. Hello. There you see the New Trier contingent. Shot ran into traffic. Oldenburg had it briefly. Now Trevians. Now taken away by Loyola. Ramblers bring it into the zone. Drop pass. The shot boomed wide. Up on the dasher boards. Ramblers keep it in the zone. New Trier controls the puck though. They get it out towards the blue line, and I guess they got it out. Delay offside. Flip back into the zone. Now taken by O'Connor, far side. Brown flicks it out to center ice. Letizia bumping a little bit. Now Vargas, David Vargas. Letizia. Near side. Cleared back into the zone. Turn around, quick shot, the save. A little push by Matt O'Connor. Cleared ahead, out to center ice. Oh. Blindsided going by. Shot, oh my. Roth is hurt. He got really cranked with that shot. And the whistle and the stoppage of play. Now the face-off, the shot ran into traffic. Another shot attempt didn't quite work. Now there's the blaster, rather than held on by Schilling. And another face-off coming up. Brian Schilling in goal tonight. For the Ramblers, C.J. Heitman for New Trier. There's a shot and a save. To the near side. Cleared out. And now flip into the zone. Actually, we lost it down that walkway over there on the far side, right next to the Loyola bench. Savino. Near side, back to the far side. Now cleared out to the point, held in the zone, put back to the corner. Dumped all the way down. It was touched by the Loyola defenseman, washing off the icing. Out and cleared back the other way. Jeff Parker. Now pop free. Back in. Shallow angle shot, and that went wide. Roth could have gotten a little piece. Schilling could have gotten a little piece of that. There's a shot, save, rebound. Oldenburg clears it out to center ice. Jeff Parker goes back for it. As usual, in the attack zone, New Trier, shot over the crossbar. New Trier again doing everything right, but putting the puck in the net. Loyola playing a very solid hockey game tonight. The Ramblers trying to take over sole possession of first place away from the Trevians. Split the defense on the back door. Couldn't get the shot. Out to the point. Trevians now get it out to center ice. Drop pass, nothing there. Billy O'Connor back the other way. Matt O'Connor. And that went through. Now Matt O'Connor to the near side, tries to get the shot away himself, never did really. New Trier comes back into the zone. Looking for the far side, and the winger in too deep. Too many sticky wickets in the way. Out to the point. Now Loyola on the near side. Skoglund dropped past it. O'Connor, shot ran into traffic out front. Hand pass, they kept it in the zone. Or else it would have been whistled down. Now Peter Cecil. Cecil brings it forward. Cecil. Whoops. Offside. Cecil ragged it along the blue line, and in so doing, Elliot Johnson didn't know where Cecil was going with it and went into the zone. On the near side, that's Chula. Joey Chula on his off wing, backhanded it to the corner on the near side. Now cleared out. That's going to be icing, and it is icing against New Trier. Offside at the face-off. We'll do it over again. Chula trying to pick it up. And then the shot attempt by Schragle didn't quite work. Loyola Ramblers set the play up again. Some of the things that New Trier did well at the beginning of the year, they're not doing well tonight. Loyola, things that they were doing wrong at the beginning of the year, they appear to have corrected some of that. Millard got hit in the face as he was kind of leaning down. And we have a penalty coming up. Yes, for the elbow to the face on Millard. Millard, the recipient of that. And the penalty by Johnny Brown. Cleared back into the Ramblers' end. Trevians have it. They have the man advantage. Loyola has the lead 1-0. On the far side, the Trevians set the play up off the boards into the zone. Elliott Johnson skates it all the way around the net. Now puts it back out to the point. A big cranker by Jeff Parker, and the save knocked down out front. The save by the defenseman for the Ramblers. Jeff Parker puts it on the near side. Cecil, he lost the handle. Back into the zone. Now Jeff Parker again ahead for Peter Cecil. Peter Cecil brings it into the zone. Cecil looking for some help. Now cleared once again by Loyola. Ended up in the slot. C.J. Heitman misjudged it just a fraction. Peter Cecil again. Puts it on that far side. Trevians trying to split it off to the side of the net. And play frozen. They're still kind of pushing along a little bit. Trevians were still going after the puck up until the very whistle and caused some feathers to be ruffled. There's a shot to save. Schilling gets the big glove on the little ground ball. Elliott Johnson with a big cranker wide. Now there's a shot that boomed wide, near side. Deep to the corner. Vid right into the slot. And look at that one. Oh my. The net put down on the head of Brian Schilling. It got tipped over. Schilling was all right. They do have protection in the back of their heads on the helmets there just for that, among the reasons, but that's one of them. A shot and a save, and again a little feistiness. Right in front of the New Trier contingent, we'll have a face-off. A drop and the draw, controlled by New Trier. On the far side. Now flipped back into the zone by Skoglund. Jeff Parker put it to the corner. Skoglund, Parker, O'Connor. Wesley clears out to center ice. Johnny Brown put it to the far side. And the Ramblers flick it into the zone. Turned out to be a long shot on goal. Jeff Parker clears it out to center ice. A little bit higher, and he would have decapitated one of his classmates. Here's a shot that runs into traffic out front in the slot. Cleared back out to center ice. Jeff Parker has it there. Jeff Parker cranks it into the zone. Wesley out to the point, and we lose a puck into the Loyola bench. Offside at the faceoff. Now picked up by Vargas into the zone. Takes the long shot. Backdoor shot save. Rebound. Grabbed and held on. And again, some more feistiness. Colby McVie in there for the Ramblers. While we have a break, let's take a break. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Come back. Face off. Controlled by the Trevians, who flip it into the Ramblers' end, and that's icing. And we will go back to the other side. Crowd getting a little quiet. Have seen their share of excitement both in the stands and on the ice. Both fans have thrown some junk out here on the ice. Wrapped around behind the net, over to the far side. And flipped ahead, back into the zone, deep. Peter Cecil. Right in front, shot, save. Backdoor shot, a goal! The Loyola's players there hitting the New Trier students with their sticks in their celebration, and New Trier students try to protect themselves there. Grabbed onto the sticks, so both sides got a little feisty. There's a shot, ran into traffic, nothing called, no penalties or anything. And no suspensions. And no excusals of students over there. Now into the zone, and Johnny Brown got spun around and down. Heitman to hold on. And we get a penalty back behind the play. A little bump and whatever. A little talking, extra talking. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Loyola playing their usual game here towards the end of the game. They have a tendency to get a little feisty. 2-0. Favor of Loyola. Schragle. Picked up by the Ramblers. Near side, flipped all the way down. They'll wash off the icing. Jeff Parker got there first. Far side, Marte up ahead. Peter Cecil tried to drop it back. And now the Trevians have it again. New Trier off the boards, up ahead. Chula. The Nihil Midget Tournament that New Trier won. I have a little hassle with that, and I'll tell you why. The sponsor of that tournament is the Hockey Stop newspaper, and that is because the publisher of the Hockey Stop's son plays midget rather than plays high school. So he wanted to have a midget tournament, and New Trier didn't want to play in the Blackhawk charity, so they ended up, after a couple of other opportunities, we got a penalty for tripping coming up here. And the whistle for the stoppage of play, and now some more pushing and shoving on the end as we wind this game down. The New Trier not wanting to play in the tournament. with the Blackhawk Charities. Ended up, after trying to go east, and that didn't work, and then they tried to go to Detroit, and that didn't work. They ended up as a last-minute replacement in the Blackhawk Charities in the other tournament. We have a major, well, a minor with the automatic exclusion for a check from behind. As the New Trier Trevians, less than a minute to go in the game. Puck shot into the student contingent of Trevians. New Trier's pulled their goalie for the extra attacker. Now again flipped back down into the zone. Back behind the goal line. And the Trevians up ahead, the long dish out pass into the zone. New Trier has not done some things well here. Got a lot of student newspaper people here. Out to the point. A big blaster in the save. We got another penalty on Loyola coming up for roughing. Ryan Roth, the minor, for roughing. Just a few ticks of the clock left to the game. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast tonight. And we say so long, everybody. Final score, the Loyola Ramblers 2 and the New Trier Trevians nothing. Rightfully deserved mob to Schilling. Outstanding job. And we say, until our next broadcast, so long, everybody.